What's up? Let's play some Goobies. We unlocked double enemy spawns, so we're doing it. I think that probably means we're going to have a pretty short run, but you know what? That's all right, because I think we'll get a lot more out of these runs. And when we do get something good going off, I think it will just happen a lot quicker now. So, if things go well, great run. If they don't, we die. Do we just start? Maybe we start with the worms. We kind of have been going to the explosive blobs. Let's go with the worms. See what happens this run. If we can get a couple worms upgrade, they end up being pretty good. If you can't get a couple worms upgrade, they end up being pretty bad. But that's kind of how most of these on death effect ones go right about now. I'm almost tempted to take this obliteration, but maybe we'll get greedy and just go for this slash and hope we can get some crit chance. We definitely not worthwhile right now, but it should be later on. Well, might as well just grab our crit chance right now. Immediately make our slash better. We can't even keep up right now on stage 1. Kind of hilarious. We have absolutely no damage penetration. Just plinking off one dude at a time. I think I'm gonna re-roll here. We need something to get us going. This ain't it so far. We need like a miracle wheel to just give us 100% crit chance. And then we might have a build going. Until then, we just chip away one dude at a time. Oh. I can't do it. We're going to do blobberang. See what happens. Maybe we get a little bit out of the blobberang just because of the increased blob density. I mean, as long as we're killing super slow, the blobberang actually isn't terrible. As long as our screen is just packed full of enemies and we're not doing anything about it, then the old blobberang not too bad. So I almost should have taken the big spike there. Oh well. Trying to stay away from the explodey guys as best I can. We might have an interesting time actually doing damage to the boss when they spawn, which could be interesting. What are we doing here? Well, we can try the soul of a mom. It's not very good just because it's stuck on a 5% chance to go off. If that was a little higher, then it would probably be worthwhile. But alas, it's not. I kind of want to stick with our worms, but you know, this is getting too tempting right now. We can't just keep passing on fire. At some point, we gotta just go all in on fire. Gives us a teeny tiny bit of damage penetration. I think we lean crit over more fire right now. Just because we already have the slash going as well. So it's kind of like an upgrade, a double upgrade. Double dip in a little bit. We really just need to get to the point where we got some chain reactions going off. We're definitely not to that point yet. Let's go with the Dizzy's balls. Actually, no, let's take the strange fruit. Like that's okay. Get a little luck on our side. I forgot to look to see if we got the, I think it's 150 kills in the first minute. I feel like we probably didn't. But that's like the next big artifact that we want to get. So hopefully we can get that in the next run or two. So we can have double enemies, double speed. And turbocharge our experience. I think we'll go with the fire here. I did consider Blobberang. But no, it's got to be fire. We got lots of XP on the ground, which feels very nice. I think that was the first damage we took. We almost made it to the boss without taking damage. We'll take the... Do we want the condensed power? I thought this was girthed up. I'll do the 1 movement speed. Okay, this boss shouldn't be too bad. As long as we're able to actually do damage. They only have 1,000 health. So we're gonna get there 6 damage at a time. I really don't remember a mom moving around like this. This is not normal, right? Usually they just like sit in one spot. I don't know if that makes the fight easier or harder. Having it on normal speed definitely makes the fight easier. Makes everything so much easier to dodge. And like, yes, I know we got hit once, but it was when we were coming out of a screen. Just let it go. Okay, the boss almost dead here. And then we get our free vacuum. Ah! Oh, I was kind of hoping for stats. You know what? I think I'm okay with this. Icy dead blobs. Do we dare take the implode? We've tried to get greedy on the implode, it just hasn't worked. So let's just maybe just steer clear of that. Get us to stage 2. No mini bosses, unfortunately. I kind of feel like we're barely gonna notice the icy dead blobs. See how long it takes before we see one. Oh, right away we go. Oh, they're spawning pretty frequently. Okay, that's all right. Our clear seems to have gone up substantially. So our damage seems way better, stage 2. But we're still not great against the volume of enemies that are spawning. We need that chain reaction to be just a little bit bigger. Maybe this gets us there, getting up to this wildfire. Okay, we probably need actual AoE size now. We could get ourselves into a bad spot here. Okay, loop around. The loop around didn't turn out fantastic for us. Okay, loop back around here. See if we can cut into towards the middle a little bit. I mean, might as well do the slash. Sorry, my nose is... I don't have allergies, but this is what I imagine allergies is like, what I feel like right now. Okay, we're taking the slash. We'll cruise around up top here. Try to lure these enemies back over this direction. We're doing okay here, considering the doubled enemies. We'll have to kind of check how many total enemies we killed. I mean, at minimum, I think we gotta take this idle hands. Getting the one extra projectile, even at the cost of that damage, is pretty enormous. Especially when most of the time, like, our two projectiles are going to hit the same enemy. Our first mini-boss just spawning in. Yes, we'll take more wildfire. Might as well take that, too. I think we'd do the Pierce here. A little tempted with the salvaged energy, though. Let's do the salvaged energy. Might just be fun. I think for this run, probably a little too late for the tree hugger. We'll just take the damage. Just trying to make sure that we, like, keep some sort of escape path open. We're probably going to take a little bit of damage here. I'm going to loop down to the bottom this time. See how that ends up looking. Another mini boss for us. Very kind of you, game. Oh, Chargy Boy. Chargy Boy, kind of a problem. I'm not going to commit harder on this just yet, so I think we're going to go more fire. If we had 100% crit, I might just go all in on that, but we have 32% crit. That's very far from being 100. Okay, mini boss. You got annihilated. Exploding fire pools we'll take. %20 crit chance we will gladly take. So we have a bunch of on-death effects and a bunch of crit stuff. That's basically the build. And I think that's all right. We might actually pass on this. I feel like we're pretty deep on the on-death effects already, and go with the attack speed here. Just take the damage. I didn't even look at what the daily mission was. Probably should have done that. Not like we're gonna get on the leaderboard today. That boss got crushed. Hey, maybe we're actually doing things here. I mean, if the game is just going to chain throw mini bosses at us, it's going to end up being a decent run. That's just the way it works. Like, that's just a free 15% attack speed. It's like just a free level. And another one spawning. Yeah, we'll do this wildfire again. Because that's, at this point, hilarious. Basically just, oh, I was going to say, basically just need our chain to end, and the boss is dead. I don't really want to use our reroll, but this is all pretty bad. I'm a little tempted by the implode now. I want to take at least one level of it, just so we can see if it feels like it's useful for us. Ooh, almost got caught there. Glad we took the one movement speed. It felt pretty minor, but probably kept us alive right there. Does double enemies actually just make the game easier? Well, with on-death effects being a thing, it might. So our single target, not fantastic. We're kind of reliant on like having a big chain pop off, which is probably not the way you want to play the game. But that was not horrific. 60% AoE, I think that's probably massive for us. Yep. I was correct. That was massive for us. Okay. We should be able to like just annihilate these packs as long as we get like a kill. Yep. That felt pretty good. Pretty good. Let's just use our reroll. I think we go with the crit here. Trying to make sure that we're getting those initial kills as quickly as possible. Oh, the chain reactions are back. Glorious day. This is what Goobies is supposed to feel like. We're powerful. We're unstoppable. Okay, maybe I need to chill out a little bit. We will continue going on the cracked ruby. Should get a nice explosion on this mini boss here whenever our combo ends. It wasn't too big, but almost killed him. The explosions just happening everywhere are just phenomenal. XP orbs. Friends don't let friends take the EXP buffs in Goobies. Sorry for the snorting, people. I don't know, my nose just went out of control when I got home today. Hadn't bothered me all day. Walk in the door, nose goes berserk. Oh, we're even popping these big guys. I love it. Hopefully we get a bunch of unlocks and stuff from this run. You know, obviously we got a long way to go for that to happen. But this is feeling pretty good. Like, we're kind of crushing like everything. I think we just keep taking our gems. Getting some nice combos going. It'd be really nice to at least get like a second projectile from the upgrades afterwards. Hopefully that happens, but who knows? I mean, the rewards are not quite, but kind of like exponential, right? Like, the longer you go, you just face way more enemies the deeper you get in the game. And as long as you can push it just a little bit further than your other runs, you're going to get substantially higher reward. And that's what we need. That's what we need to kickstart the dream. Yeah, we can take the exploding pool now. I mean, I did consider the strange fruit. I guess I should remember that there's an artifact unlock that requires you to get a certain number of strange fruit upgrades. It might be like 10 though, so probably don't need to worry about that this run. I mean, this is feeling pretty good. Goobies is back. Really excited for our next run to just be a complete faceplant after this one. Mom, what's going on? We got a nice combo built up to explode on you. Yep, you're down to half health. I like it. We're not gonna get like another 1,000 combo, but put together like a couple decent combos and eventually you die. 80% crit. All right, maxed out crit and then some. I mean, this is silly to take, right? But we're gonna do it anyways. I definitely should have taken the citrine. But we're not here for power gaming. We're here for fun gaming. And I think making our combos more funner is where it's at. Oh, the chain reactions are just so glorious. Once upon a time, that was the norm for our Goobies experience. I think we'll use our reroll there. I don't think 1,000 Needles is terrible here. It's between the Strange Fruit and 1,000 Needles. Let's take the 1,000 Needles. We can kind of do a Pierce Fork run kind of deal. Yeah, like you compare this to all the other runs we've done since losing our save data. This is not even like we're playing an entirely different game. More crit chance. I mean, probably should have dumped that one, but that's all right. Just an absurd amount of on-death effects. And decent amount of AoE. And you're, this is what Goobies becomes. And we have like no unlocks, no upgrades. It only goes up from here. Oh, do we take the worms? Maybe we take the obliteration. Obliteration might vaguely help us. I think I heard a mini boss there. Yep. Well, they must have got slapped with a combo breaker right as they walked up. Ooh, huzzah! That's 7.5% experience points is going to be so amazing. For those of you who are not in the know, that was sarcasm. I think we'll just... Oh no, we'll take the obliteration because then we have a chance of getting that to tier 3, which is probably going to be decent for this build. What's our on-death stuff trigger? I think trigger twice or double chance of triggering on enemies with high health. I don't remember the wording. It's been a while. Was this the best Horde survival game last year? I think for our channel it was. I think I had the most fun with this. I mean, there was some decent titles, but this one just holds a special place in our heart. I mean, we have a massive chain going. If we could please just have the boss spawn in right as it explodes, that would be great. 3,700, 4K? Not gonna happen though. That was a massive combo for no upgrades. I think we ended just under 5K. I think the game tells us on the end screen, so we can check that out. At this point, we might as well greed on the implode upgrades. Well, we obviously timed an explosion on Magnus because instantly down to half health. Now almost dead. While I said the words half health. And now dead. Okay, pretty happy with this run, everybody. If you hadn't figured that out yet. I mean, really the biggest thing that we could get from this run is if we manage to unlock double speed. I was not watching at the start of the run to see if we did it. My intuition would say that we didn't do it, but I would love to be able to play Goobies on double enemies, double speed. Because that's the ideal way to play, in my opinion. I mean, we might as well, right? More wildfire. These poor armored guys, they're just like, oh, we've got a new strategy to take them down. Put these helmets on, boys. Well, the helmets did not help your cause at all. As we haven't got the enormous armored guys quite yet. Maybe they'll have a chance to take us down. I kind of doubt, though. I'm feeling good. We need like quadruple enemies. That might just make the game even easier. When I first did all the unlocks, a lot of the number values on what you needed to do to get certain unlocks was quite a bit different. And I mean, the game has changed quite a bit since then. So I'm kind of quite interested in getting all those unlocks again, especially with how they changed the bosses later on. Because I think it's after 30 minutes that the bosses start getting modifiers on them. Which hopefully we'll get to that point this run. I mean, I'd be pretty sad if we fell short of 30 minutes at this point, because I mean we're crushing it. Our damage numbers are going to be pretty solid, I think, at the end. And I kind of feel like our sphere of explosion is going to have done a substantial amount of damage. Same with our wildfire. Worms, not so much. The poor worms, like, by the time they spawn, the other on-death effects have already cleared out everything. Is that our boss, our Gaia? Well, we need like a bazillion Gaia kills to get one of the like harder unlocks. So might as well start crushing them out now. The game's quite a bit different when the enemies like aren't swarming around you as you fight the boss. You can kind of just constantly do damage to the boss. Let's hit a reroll. We've not made it through a level with a reroll yet. 40% damage multi. That feels alright to me. And now we see if we make it to the boss here, will we get a modifier on the boss? The modifiers are probably going to be a problem for us. And that's all right. I think that we can be extremely happy with this run, even if we immediately die here. Our next big challenge is the large armored guys. I'm sure I heard mini bosses. There we go. If we could get both mini bosses close to each other, that would be fantastic. There you go. Get our explosion. We're just gonna take the Sonic Owl. I'm not using a reroll on that wheel. Take the worm as well. The Sonic Owl actually not terrible, just because we have pretty solid AoE size. The bomber's also way less of an issue when you're just chain clearing entire screens. So we had the big armored guys. They were harder to kill than normal enemies, but posed no threat whatsoever. So we can only die to extreme mental errors or bosses. I wouldn't rule out either of those possibilities. Okay, I think we got agreed on the black hole. The black hole, if we get it maxed out, can be our boss killer. That is still our weak point. Might be a little tricky to make it our boss killer with how quickly we're clearing the screen, but at least it'll be a possibility. I think the exploding pools, now that we get the 25% of the enemy's max health as part of the explosion, really help for those big armored guys. So if you trigger that once, you just take away so much health from that pack. Level ups like don't even matter anymore. They're nice, but not too concerned about them. All right, 2 times spewing. So he shoots out more junk. And he's dead. Okay. We could get something fun here. I think we probably reroll on this. I mean, I don't mind this. I think that this actually ends up being pretty powerful for us. But let's get greedy. Watch us get something totally awful. Nope, exact same. Totally fine. That does seem to happen way too often in Goobies. You reroll right onto the exact same thing. Maybe that's just like memory bias, because that's the result you cling on to in your memory. It's like, oh, that was weird. I don't know. That's how it feels to me. The screen shake is a little out of control. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. Might have to like turn that off. It's almost like getting to seasickness levels on these later levels with all the explosions and everything. So let's just go to the settings and see if we can just turn that off. Is that not even an option? Am I blind here? There's no option, right? Screen shake. Oh, here we could turn it even more. Okay, we gotta do this. That's awful. 100% screen shake. Like, this is an earthquake simulator now. You know, I apologize for this, everyone. we gotta turn that off. Why is it a percentage? Okay. I think that's better. Maybe if we could have it on like 1%, that would be alright. Oh, the Big Kahuna. Big Kahuna, you're actually going to take a while to kill. You don't really create any problems for us. You just stay alive for a while. 2 times Frostbolt, that's useless. That was extremely useless. These combos are just great. I don't know if we've gone past 5K on the combo. I'm not even sure if there is a combo unlock. There must be. What do you think it is, like 10K? We'll potentially find out after the game. You know, we've definitely had higher combos than this in our Goobies career. But with how few upgrades we have, kind of incredible. Yeah, I thought we were gonna have like a quick in and out, hit a Goobies run, die after a couple of stages because we had too many enemies. I'm sitting here thinking like, I gotta go to bed, but we just keep goobing out. So this one had less modifiers than the last boss. That feels weird. This boss worse than the previous boss. 40% crit damage, I think we just take that. Didn't use our reroll that level. I think that's okay. So our like previous best was like 20, like just over 25,000 kills. We're sitting here over 115 and climbing rapidly. And we just got a sweet blobberang. So the bombers are like the only vague threat during the stages, and then we just wait for the boss. And all our other runs so far have just been like, survive! Stay alive as long as you can, they're coming for us! Not this time. Might even get to level 50 too. Feels quite good after the struggles. What do you got for us, Wheel? Another worm? We can take that. Whoops, wasn't paying attention. Thankfully, that was only 1 damage. That could have been a lot worse. Like I said, like us dying to mental errors, don't rule that out. Very much a possibility. If anyone's capable of it, I am. Like, I was just so not expecting the run to go this way. I'm a little flabbergasted. A mom with mini a mom. I don't even know if we get any bonus from killing the mini one. Oh, we took a lot of damage there. I'm not a big fan of this mom cruising around. I'm being perfectly honest. Okay, they have died. I think we'll absolutely take the 6% AoE. So we almost died that round. Our AoE on the Sonic Howl is almost hilarious, and we didn't even max it out. So our other AoE is going to be even more hilarious. What do we take here? I'm just going to use my reroll. More AoE. Fork. Yeah, whatever. Let's just take the AoE. I mean, we're getting some pretty sizable crits as well. Which is very nice. I feel like I'm, at this point, I'm getting a cold, like, during my video. The symptoms are setting in live. I don't believe it's contagious over YouTube, so you're all good. But I can feel like the sinus pressure getting worse the longer the run goes on. But we can't stop because we're goobing. I don't even think I have any cold dope at home. pretty good week for me, though. I started the week off by giving myself food poisoning. Now I'm closing out the week with apparently getting a cold. So my health did not win this week. Oh, I think our combo was over 6K there. I kind of like that. The big guys, they last like just vaguely longer than the little guys now. And then when the circle of pain explodes, no one survives. I think that hits us level 50 too. Attack speed or more forks? Let's just take the attack speed. We didn't quite get to where we wanted to with implode. Kind of skipped on it a couple times early on. And I think if we hadn't done that, we actually would have maxed it out. Mega spewing. Mega spewing, that sounds made up. To get back into like the middle of the screen. Oh, did we do our explosion and not get all the bosses? I like how we, like both the mini clones, like that just does nothing for us. This isn't great either. Whatever. Let's take it. We got our crit too high. What did our crit at? 210%. Perfect. I'm not really sure how much I can even play here tonight. This run just went way longer than I thought it would. Mistakes were made, became too powerful, ran out of time. Which is kind of sad because I'm sure that we're just at this point in the run absolutely raking in the goob coins, which are so crucial to us getting back to the overpowered status that we used to live in. Like, we're on one projectile. I mean, yes, this run we took idle hands to make it 2. We didn't even buy one of the projectile upgrades yet. We don't have maxed out AoE. We don't have maxed out crit damage, nothing. We have like 1 regen point, 1 crit point, 1 AoE point, and 1 like movement speed point or something. And this is the run we managed to put together. I love it. But now this becomes the standard though. And I'm fully expecting our next run to just fully face plant. Which would be kind of comical. I think that's a reroll. More fire, I guess. More crit chance? You know what? Why not? Okay. Yeah. No, I seriously. This is it. Last stage. We'll try to beat this stage. Try to beat stage 10. And then I'm going to have to shut her down. It's past my old man bedtime. But this run is just going so well. Death regenerating very heavy. Does that just mean he's moving painfully slow, or is that his normal move speed? Oh, we should probably... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We're just gonna die after this level. Very heavy, just give him way more health? Maybe? 400,000 seems like a lot. I think we've had entire runs where we didn't do 400,000 damage. Plus regenerating? That's full cheat modes for old Magnus over here. Hey, where'd you put our upgrade? Magnus ate our upgrade. This is unacceptable. Well, this is a painful boss fight. I mean, I don't feel like we're really in much danger. But it is kind of brutal. And we would like this kill to happen. Hey, we're down to a manageable amount of health now. We've just about accidentally... Another eaten upgrade. I mean, we could maybe grab that one. Oh, look at that. Infinite energy. What else do we get? Some AoE. Yep, bunch of Pierce. That was all pretty solid. All right. We'll just stand still now until the Goobie gods claim our soul here. This was just a absolutely phenomenal run. Hey, we might just die to little guys. Look at that. That was pretty fun. Bingus Bongus unlocked. Hoozy Woozy unlocked. Spinky Winky unlocked. Triple character unlocked. Blob Bath. Not super exciting. That was it. 1900 Goob coins. Exploding Volcanic Pool. I think once we got the 25% health bonus, that just takes over for the damage. Infinite Energy. Yep, that makes sense. Wildfire. Wiggling Worms. Yeah, just like all our like on death big stuff. Not very good, eh? We got that super early. It's just outshined by like everything else, all the other on kill effects. But anyways, that's our run for today, everybody. Hey, look, we actually did a not pathetic on the leaderboard today. We have enough to buy one of those. Look at us go. Look at us go. I think that luck, pointless. Was there an AoE one? Yeah, AoE definitely not pointless. Crit chance, definitely not pointless. Crit damage, let's do that. All right, we're actually gonna have our power creeping up now. That feels pretty good. I mean, yeah, we probably could have kept that run going a little longer. A little disappointing that we didn't. That's all right. We're getting better. Whoa. Sorry about that. Each time we play, and feel like we're making pretty quick progress now. So as always, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I'm out.